What's up? What's up? We are here live at Elite Salon and Barbershop right here off of Peachtree Industrial. My name is Robert Carson. We are today setting up another day, a nice little round table, some issues, some things we want to get off our chest, some what ifs. Barbershop Talk. That's what we do. That's how we do it. Now, one of our first people.
Bryant Burnett.
Tyrone.
We even had someone, a customer, getting his hair cut. You know what I mean? We'll ask his opinions on certain things.
Yeah, he could chime in too.
So let's get right into it. It hurts a little bit here to say this, but I mean, he represented Philadelphia. He put Philly on the map. Bill Cosby. I just don't get it.
Hometown.
Now, I was reading on it and what they were saying, just a few things. Now, you know what I mean, I'll get everybody's opinion. But it said, he admitted to giving women Quaaludes because he wanted to have sex with them. It was documented in 2005 with the civil lawsuit, one of dozens. They said when they asked him, did you give Quaaludes without knowledge? The lawyer said, hey, don't answer it. He had 7 different prescriptions. The women said that he would get put in their cappuccino, their soft drinks, wine, and other beverages. He said the 7 women said, okay. He gave me the pills, but then he said it was for medication. And next thing you know, people are falling asleep. Waking up with their bra off. The bra. So, what do you think Bill guilty? I mean, it's 25 women or more now. Do you think Bill is guilty?
That's a lot of cases not to be guilty, right? When you say 25.
25.
Honestly, when I first heard the story, my thoughts were, 1, maybe 2, 3, 4, even maybe 5. They just trying to get money. When you get up to the number 25,
that's hard.
yeah, I mean, you got to sit back and like, wow.
Yeah, like really? Like,
If it's 25, I wouldn't have bet it's 50. But Bill, I mean,
as we were saying
he
earlier,
he was the closest thing to a per icon that we could point to.
Fat Albert.
Going back in history, look at all the things Bill has, put out there. We all grew up. Everybody in here grew up on Bill, right?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Bill.
What
wow.
you think?
I think we all a little shocked. Bill Cosby, Young Blacks, we grew up looking at Fat Albert and Uptown Saturday Night, some of our favorite shows. To this very day, we don't want to accept it. But like I said, one of my questions is, why did it wait so long to start coming forth?
I can understand, how it took so long for a lot of the women to come forth because you got to think, this is Bill Cosby.
I think some of them just swept it under the rug.
I mean, back in his heyday when, he had the commercials with the Jell-O puddings and, the Cosby Show, Different World. Remember, Bill, at one point, he tried to buy NBC, remember?
I think that's where it started going down. I think NBC wanted him. NBC was protecting him. Then he was like, I want to buy y'all.
If you're in position to buy NBC, then you must.
In position, buddy.
You got a little weight around, more than a little weight of money laying around when you think. So I can see that's when his problems kind
I'm
of
still in shock, man.
went downhill.
Shocked, but like I said, I think Bill Cosby is pretty much doing basically what a lot of people who already own, already successful do. It is that people take advantage of them. People who gold diggers, willing to do anything. 'Cause they was grown people. That's
what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
Bill Cosby.
I'm quite sure they was conversating back in the days, and somebody already said, "Yeah, watch Bill. He put stuff in your drinks." One too many ladies. They was communicating back and forth. They was trying to get on. They were willing to do whatever it takes to get on. You hear it all the time.
But honestly,
they were completely innocent.
You're Bill Cosby.
You don't need that. You don't need
25, 30 years ago, you say the name Bill Cosby, I'm pretty convinced women will just flock to him, wouldn't they? Bill Cosby?
He's worth $500 million.
Right.
Man.
One of the most well-recognized names. Everybody loved the Bill, the Huxtables.
I like what Trey Songz said, come with the money.
What's your opinion on it? What's your opinion?
I mean, I'm shocked myself because what was it, like 35? No, 25 women, right?
Yeah. They said
Yeah.
it's a report of 20, 25 plus.
But I just want to know, like, why it took them all these years to come out and say something. You know, they should have said something.
So you think
When-
they're waiting?
When you're dealing with someone of that stature, you think of all the negative things that could happen. I mean, you know, how people going to look at you. You trying to get money from Bill Cosby, coming up with ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone going to actually believe it?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a lot of reasons I could think of why not. But if it's true, then you got to look at why wouldn't you? You know.
Yeah.
You know, when you really put it in perspective, let's think about this. Bill Cosby. That's just like saying he was the male Oprah. Would y'all not agree? When
Powerful.
it's
Got
powerful,
money. Putting
meaning-
people on, having shows.
right?
I could be. I don't. Yeah.
You can almost consider him like, you know, the male Oprah that we kind of
At that time.
at that time,
yeah.
you know, looked at, right?
He was a real rich brother. That's true. I mean, I just, you know, for me, it's like from Philly. He from Philly, North Philly at that. Went to my school. Went to Temple. I
That's
went
what
to
I
Temple.
really want to hear. How do you feel about it?
Man, that just hurts. It's like, wow. You know what I mean? Because you think like, yo, coming up, Philly, putting us on the map. Is
Right,
this, and
right,
then
right.
You get hit with this bombshell 40-something years later.
Hometown.
Yeah,
so,
man.
so is that how y'all do it in Philly? I mean, that's how it go down up there in Philly?
Man, I don't know about that, but man, that ain't
Right,
cool.
right.
That ain't cool at all.
We could say they are trying to wipe out our history. That's good. I never really looked at it that way. How you feel about that case? I mean, is this another ploy to wipe out Black history?
I don't know about ploy. I don't know. See, that's just great. Like I said, it was 25 women or more. So if it was like a few, then I could have been like, okay, it's on the money or whatever. But that's just a
Right.
lot of people, yo. You drugging people. I mean, look at Darren Sharper. He was out there drugging shorties. Like, he didn't need to do that. You know what I mean? He was out there drugging them. Remember CeeLo? They said, you know what I mean? He put something in that shorty.
Yeah, I remember there was a case. I don't know how it turned out, but I remember it.
Cash is slipping. I mean, I don't
But
know,
I guess
man.
when you look at it, all these people that you're naming that allegedly have done this, are they? Would you think they would just, you know, necessarily for them to have to do it? They're the type of average Joe walking
that's what I'm
around
saying. I don't know if it's
would have to, resort
not,
to those type of acts.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe
I
not
mean-
get in bed. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what makes it.
But
I mean,
that's
I
a
don't
whole
get that.
nother topic there. But hey,
So what you think about Bill?
how you feel about it, man? You coming in? We talking about Bill Cosby, man.
Bill, come on, man.
Go ahead, just give us your opinion. I mean, how you feel about when you heard it?
I mean, it sounded crazy at first. I mean, I didn't want to believe it. You know, you grew up on Bill.
We were
It's what
just
it
saying
is, the Huxtables, the family life everybody would aspire to be. But what is smoke, there's fire, man. 25, hey. Yeah, man. You had to do something, man. I don't know. Yeah.
I think Bill Cosby did a great job representing Black people, being a prime example. You know, that we can make it, we could be successful at a time where, you know, a lot of us were stuck and dealing with all kind of elements in the neighborhood. We could sit down, get up in the morning, see Bill Cosby, get inspired by the cartoons and the movies and commercials. He was a great guy, but at the same time, he was still human. Yeah. And sometimes we tend to forget, off camera, they still have a life. And, you know, a lot of these celebrities, we've been real surprised how their lifestyle is off camera.
That is so true. I mean, at the end of the day, he is still human. But that still doesn't, give him the right to go around drugging women.
Does that justify what he's doing? What if that was your
Exactly.
sister or your cousin or
Doesn't
something?
justify it
man?
now, and I totally agree.
If that's
Bill
your
has
sister,
done
your
some
daughter or
amazing
something.
things
Nah.
for himself and Black people, but at the same time,
He ain't cool, man.
that I can't justify that, man.
Why? Why, Bill?
The question of the day: why Bill? Why Bill? Wow.
It's crazy though. It blew my mind when that story first came in. I just thought it was just another ploy, another prop,
Right.
trying to just
Just another accusation trying to get
yeah.
someone caught up.
Yeah.
Well-known guy to bring down, right? That's how I looked at it when I first heard it.
Yeah, you don't want to believe it, but damn.
Right.
When it's like 25 or
When you
more
get the
women,
numbers of 25, now it's getting kind of believable. Another way or form to wipe out some history.
So you just think it's
Because what they're doing, they're
Think
taking
so.
down statues.
You don't think he did
Statutes of limitations
that. Put
passed.
it in a cappuccino. Like I said, like I'm sure like you're a star, and I'm sure women come up and be like, "Yo, let's party." I'm sure they want to party, not go to sleep.
right.
Stuff just putting them straight to sleep.
Knocking them straight out. They ain't turning up. They turning out.
The question I asked, I mean, with this man having all this money at that time, did he really have to rape somebody? I mean, do go that way? I mean, that's just
So did you
use
rape
the
him or he
celebrity
just
status.
drugged him?
He drugged them and raped them.
I would have to assume he raped
Went
him,
to
right? I
sleep,
mean, why?
went to sleep and then he was on them.
Hey.
Well, if you think about the
That's some sort of
context, back in
conspiracy
there,
when you
they
think-
might have been doing all them drugs. I wasn't there around, so I don't know. I mean, was it the end thing to do? They get fucked up, and I'm sorry, this is a. Oh my bad. So I didn't know if that's the end thing to do. They popping all these spills, free spirit, and they wake up now 40 years later. They want to say, hey, he's doing this, he's doing that. I mean, it's 40 years later. You
Right,
need
why
a
did it
little
take
come
40
up-
years? That's why did it take 40 years, right?
So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't back then. It didn't seem like it was such a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe it was like
I'm
an
pretty
end thing
sure
back then.
it
They
was
just
pretty bad back then, like you say.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew.
Yeah.
So if they didn't know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking willingly, none of these women would have
Would've did
willingly just,
Well, I
Nah,
don't know
this
if he
drug-
got that money now.
I'm talking about the drugs. You know,
Okay.
I don't think
They would've
would
willingly
just
did that.
Normally, yeah, go ahead and let me pop me asleep.
Yeah, like I said, they probably
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
and they got the Quaaludes to turn down.
right. Exactly.
They probably was like, "Yo, let's party, bitch." And then
They pass out.
and then Bill get up, bra off, clothes off, like what's this?
Right.
Man.
So
And what you think happened next? Bill offered some Jello pudding.
I'm Bill Cosby. What do you think I'm doing here?
but
My point is that he just said it for me.
so you think
This was Bill, right?
it's a conspiracy?
Hey, I'm black. I think everything is a black man's conspiracy. That's my thought. I just left Bloomingdale's right now with my receipt. I just
Well
went to
said.
Bloomingdale's with my receipt in my hand. It took me 45 minutes to return some shit still. They had to call the store in Beverly Hills,
What?
right, for the store to tell them, you don't know what niggas in front of you right now?
And you had a receipt.
And I had a receipt.
Wow.
I had a receipt. They try to tell me, oh, I give you store credit. I'm like, nigga, I didn't pay you store credit. I pay you cash. I'm walking out of here with cash. You might be a house nigga. I'm not a house nigga. We're gonna settle for that. Nigga, I paid money, give my money back. If I walk out with a fucking like a card, that's me. Like whatever bullshit stigma you got in your mind, I agree to that. I can't agree to that. 'Cause I came in here and paid you money. How you tell me what I'm walking out with?
Right.
I mean, like, come on, man.
Well, we talked about conspiracy earlier. So I guess you got somebody on your side, Herb.
Hey.
But I told you, that's how I felt. It's another form
Besides
of way for them
Cosby,
to blame a
what other
racist.
black man was left? That they didn't touch. That was good. That your kids could. I mean, like Bill Cosby was the family. My kids watch the Cosby Show. I'm 30 years old. Like my little kids watch the Cosby Show. You see what I'm saying? Like,
See how far Bill goes back.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? So like, it's
We
like,
all
bro,
grew.
like,
We were just talking about how
what else
we
you
grew up
gonna
on
watch
Bill.
now? Like
He's
Full
somebody.
House?
His kids watching Bill.
yeah, like what are you gonna watch now? Like what? The Family Matters is now on. Really, like what other family structural show you gonna watch to show you a black family all together? Professional parents, kids having problem, but still the family's together. There was never no separation. Bill never left her.
That's interesting. You say that. Have they pulled those shows?
Yeah,
All of
there's
them.
no reruns.
Wow.
The statue of Disney came out. I mean, they're taking statues down everywhere. Like, come on, man. Yeah, like Bill Cosby never happened. Right? But,
Never
oh,
happened.
but Bruce can become Caitlyn and everybody got to applaud that, right?
See?
Come on, man.
See that's what
Come
we
on,
were
man.
saying.
And the way I feel about it, people's personal life, people mar that with thinking that the people you see on screen are the actual people that how they live day to day. So whether how you feel about it, you know, that man, Bill Cosby, his profession, and to say what he's done behind closed doors are two separate things unless you're there. That's how I feel about it. You know,
They are
wanna
two
give it-
separate
but
things,
people-
but you
people
know
do
that's
that.
not how they view us.
Yeah, people should
You
get
know-
the benefit of the doubt. Right, we're always going to get like the negative opinion, like you said. When Bill Cosby, people been trying to take him down for years. You know, he tried to buy NBC, and you know, it was good. Like I said the same thing about Michael Jordan. As long as you can entertain people, but if you start trying to go into that corporate structure and buy things and stuff like that, people are going to try to structurally take you down. Just like Michael Jordan, he found out he couldn't buy into the Bulls. He could entertain, but he couldn't buy into it. Bill Cosby got a lot of money together to try to buy, I think it was like portion of NBC or something in the corporate structure.
We was just speaking on that.
Yeah, so those people been trying to take him down for that for a long
Bro, just
time.
So we can both agree then. That's what we talked about earlier. Basically, when he stepped in and was in position to even attempt to try to buy NBC, that's when everything, you know, they saw, wait, we got to slow him down.
That's
So,
institutional racism.
I can't remember exactly how
In
far
America,
long
versus
ago
America.
that was, but
Versus America, like you can't be black and want to step out too much. You gotta be black and keep them comfortable. The minute you want to be black and make them uncomfortable, something gotta happen.